Hi, I'm Sheila L. Haidt, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week's astrology. And it is definitely quite a week. This week is the end of an old era and the beginning of a new era. There are new possibilities, there are new probabilities, and there will be new actualities. So there's a lot of information and a short amount of time. So I am going to read from my notes, certainly at the beginning. And I begin with this. 2 very significant astrological events will be happening this week. One, the solar eclipse in Aquarius, Tuesday, February 17th, and the other, the combination or conjunction of Saturn and Neptune in the sign Aries at the 0 or 1 degree point on Friday the 20th. This is big. This is actually huge. That these events are occurring at the same time loudly announces that major changes are happening and a powerful plan is now unfolding. So, the eclipse. Eclipses bring in intense energy and are very much related to karma. So a solar eclipse represents new beginnings and introduces us to many different new things, including a time of karmic evolution and resolution. So karmic evolution and resolution. Things will be resolved. And an eclipse, a solar eclipse, brings in societal changes that often alter history. We are not in a quiet or passive time anymore. We haven't been for a while. It is official. We are no longer there. This week's solar eclipse, involving 4 planets in the sign of Aquarius, emphasizes both the unpredictability and the hope for humanity's evolution. Aquarius rules the humanitarian, the activist or rebel with a cause, the nonconformist, and the progression that all humanity is capable of. This eclipse is further empowered by its association with its ruling planet Uranus. The planet Uranus rules the sign Aquarius. Uranus is known as the planet of higher awareness and liberation. This combination of energies loudly announces we now live in an era whose time has come. There are and will continue to be sudden and radical shifts and changes in society. Whether these shifts are blessed or cataclysmic is up to us as a species. So that's important to keep in mind, important to remember, important to dwell on, and important to follow. That whether these shifts, these powerful shifts, these changes are blessed events or cataclysmic events is up to us as a species. So, having said that, let's talk about the things that will happen on certain days this week. Now, I haven't given you, and I'm not going to talk to you about every single thing that's going to happen this week because so much is happening, and because the things that I am bringing up to you or bringing to mind these are the things that are really driving the events of this week. And remember too that when something happens on a specific day, if I mention a specific day, and I will, it's not just that day. It's generally 2 to 3 days before. It's that day at the peak, and then the release of 2 to 3 days after. So we will start with Tuesday, February 17th, the new moon. But it's not just the new moon. It's the new moon, meaning the sun and moon are in the same sign, Aquarius. It is the solar eclipse, an annual solar eclipse intensity. And it is the beginning of a new lunar year. It's the year of the fire horse. A lot of activity. You can feel the energy, the information just really coming towards us at lightning speed. In the year of the fire horse, which is now 2026, things are going to change as far as how we move. We're going to move, and we're going to move with a certain confidence that only comes with knowing that we're doing what needs to be done. Things will happen. We will finally feel that we're walking in the right direction. We'll finally feel that we're happening. We are doing what we should be doing in order to allow what needs to happen to happen. We move forward. Now, on the new moon and full moon, I always encourage you to make moon water, and I encourage you to do the same. Please go to my YouTube channel, and on one of those videos, there will be the instructions for making moon water. This is going to probably be the most potent moon water for a long, long, long time. So on Wednesday, we leave the sign of Aquarius and we move into the new sign of Pisces. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's the end of a cycle. It's the end of a way of being. Pisces is highly intuitive, impressionable, creative, and spiritual. Pisces is also the ruler of denial, deception, especially self-deception, and disillusionment. Please, please, please do not be passive, and please, please, please do not try to avoid uncomfortable truths. Pisces knows. It's intuitive. It knows. Whether or not it wants to know is not the issue. Nobody really wants to know about bad news or about hard things or about things that make us uncomfortable. However, those things are important to us to learn, to get the lesson from, and to move beyond. So when the sun moves into Pisces, it'll be there for 30 days. This is not the time, if you can help it, it's not the time to make commitments that you're not going to really be able to keep, or commitments that don't serve you. A lot of our relationships, either with ourselves or other people or ideas or ideals, a lot of those things are not good for us. And we need to admit and acknowledge, this doesn't really work for me. It doesn't work in real life, and it doesn't work in my real life. And then once we confront that aspect of ourselves, we need to do something to change it. So the next thing that happens, the last big thing this week, is that on Friday, the planet Saturn will be together. We call it conjunct the planet Neptune. Saturn, Neptune, together, same sign, same degree, conjunct. So the long-awaited Saturn-Neptune conjunction happens on Friday. Saturn is the planet of realism, practicality, structures, laws, hierarchies, and authorities, while Neptune is the planet of idealism, intuition, compassion, imagination, spirituality, and unity. So how will we be affected by these two planets coming together for the first time in God knows how long, in the sign of Aries, which is the beginning? The Aries point, 1 degrees is the Aries point. It is the beginning of a new cycle, a new life and time cycle. How will we be affected by these two planets that seem to be very different from each other coming together? We have the responsibility, Saturn rules that, to realize the subtle, Neptune rules that, truths about this time. So, how will we be affected? By having to go within to find our own truth, rather than sheepishly following the crowd, and by choosing leaders who walk the walk as they embody courage, wisdom, and commitment to a better life. By taking action to support your beliefs instead of relying on wishful thinking or waiting for someone else to do it. I repeat, you and I, we need to take action to support our beliefs instead of relying on wishful thinking or waiting for someone else to do it. You are that someone. It's time for you to step up and do it. And we will be affected by this by not giving in to disillusionment and negativity as the old systems and governmental structures crumble. And they are crumbling. And so to deny that they are crumbling, to deny that there's a need for them to go away, is not serving you and will, in a sense, come back and slam you in the face. Denial will not work now. Saturn, together with Neptune, the truth of the matter is that is really all that they care about. And when they come together, that is all that they're going to support. So I leave you with this. I am only one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. Bye.